Hello and welcome to the Price Academy, bite-sized history videos. This video is going to be introducing Diego the Circumnavigator. Now this is Francis Drake. The story starts with another famous circumnavigator. Francis Drake circumnavigated the globe from 1577 to 1580. If you have a look at this portrait of Francis Drake, you can see that he is stood next to a globe to symbolise the fact that he has explored the world. But he's also wearing something quite remarkable on his belt. Let's take a closer look. He is wearing this jewel. This jewel is called the Drake Jewel, and it was given to Francis Drake by Queen Elizabeth between the years 1586 and 1588. He was given it for the recognition of his work fighting with former African slaves against the Spanish in the Caribbean. If we take a closer look at where Drake was fighting the Spanish, we can see that it is in Central America, and in fact it's in Panama. So Panama was a country that was ruled over by the Spanish at this point. Vast amounts of gold and silver were transported through Panama onto Spanish treasure ships destined to go back to Spain. Now the Spanish fleet were docked at the port of Nombre de Dios. They were planning to set sail for Spain. Drake had made a plan to attack the town when all of a sudden Diego, a slave, ran up to him on the beach. He told the sailors who were waiting off the coastline that the Spanish king had sent 150 soldiers to guard the town. Diego suggested an alliance with the Chimarians, free Africans, who were former slaves who were fighting for the Spanish. Diego said he would volunteer to make contact with them, but only if Drake agreed to take him back to England. The decision was made to attack a mule train which was carrying the treasure to the Spanish ships waiting in Nombre de Dios. It was a complete success, and Drake was able to take home more than 150,000 pesos of gold and silver to England. He did this with the alliance of the Chimarians, the free African slaves. Well, Diego was taken back to England with Francis Drake, and he lived there happily until 1577. And at this moment, this is when Drake decides he is going to circumnavigate the globe, and he is going to travel around the world in a direction that you can see on the map. There is no portraits or paintings of Diego. This is an interpretation of what he could have looked like. Diego joined Francis Drake on the Golden Hind. Drake used him as his personal manservant. He got him to prepare his clothes, make his meals, and do his errands. But he was also extremely useful as he was fluent in Spanish, so he could be an interpreter if any Spaniards were captured. He could also pass as a slave and be used as a spy if the Spanish managed to capture him. He could also act as a go-between between the escaped slaves like he did in Panama. Sadly, Diego died near Moluccas in the Spice Islands. He had received a wound a year earlier after a fight with a group of islanders who lived off the coast of Chile. He died in the year 1579. When Drake returned to Plymouth in 1580, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth, as you can see, and he was forever known as a hero. But Diego has only recently been discovered for his contributions and also for helping Drake circumnavigate the globe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can follow me at Twitter at LittleMissHistory81, at TanyaAlex38.